Hey YouTube, I hope everybody is doing well today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about natural remedies for balding. Alright, so we're going to get started with talking about what exactly causes balding. And it's a couple of things that we're going to go through, but one of the biggest things that causes balding is hormonal imbalances. And this relates to both estrogen and testosterone. So this is for both my ladies that have the estrogen and also for my fellas that have the testosterone. What happens is that when you have hormone levels that are not balanced, oftentimes they can have adverse effects on different parts of the body. So if you do have a hormone imbalance, it can also contribute to balding, which is something that is something that's really deep that a lot of people don't know about, to be honest. And there are many different things that can cause this hormonal imbalance. One of the biggest things will be stress. All right, so when we're stressed, oftentimes our body starts to produce more cortisol, and what happens is that this can also affect the natural hormones in the body, such as estrogen or testosterone. And when your body's experiencing that stress, it actually takes nutrients away from the hair follicles. So managing stress levels is extremely important, such as if you're getting the proper amount of rest, if you're letting things go when they're stressing you out through like journaling, through hiking. There are many different ways and avenues to alleviate stress, and you have to do something that works for you, and this will really help prevent balding in the long run. Another thing that contributes to balding is medications and drugs. So a lot of the times I think about those different commercials when they're talking about the medications and they start to read the side effects super fast so you don't hear them. A lot of people take medications unknowingly, not realizing that they can contribute to balding. So it's really important to, whenever you're talking to your physician, your pharmacist, to ask them what are the side effects that are included in this medication, because oftentimes balding can be one of them. And if they say, oh, this medication can cause balding, ask them, is there an alternate medication that I can take in its place that does not cause balding? If they say no, one thing that I'll recommend is to talk to your doctor or to also do some research to see what are different methods and approaches that you can take to prevent that side effect from happening. All right. Another thing is nutrient deficiencies. This is something that is extremely common, especially in Western society and a lot of different places with people eating highly processed foods. So what's happening is that because so many people, are working longer hours, people are having families, they want convenience. So a lot of people are nutrient deficient because they're not getting all the nutrients that they need, okay? So what happens is that when you're not getting the daily intake of, say, vitamins, minerals, different things in your body, this can actually contribute to hair loss, hair thinning, and balding. So you want to make sure that you're getting a lot of different foods in your system that are meeting your needs, therefore to prevent that balding. We're going to get to that in a little bit later in the video as well. Number 5, genetics. This is something that it can be unfortunate because a lot of people, it doesn't matter, what you're doing, they can be predisposed to balding via genetics. So a lot of people may have, male pattern baldness that runs in their family, a lot of the men. Some of the ladies may have, when they get older, they reach a certain age, they may notice, all right, my grandmother's hair started thinning, my mom's hair started thinning. One thing I would recommend too to see is what was the diet like in your family, because it can be funny when we talk about things that are genetic related. Sometimes they aren't really genetic. Sometimes it could be if there's a certain diet that's a pattern across generations that's not achieving the nutrients that are needed, you may see similar health problems occur. Like, this is deep, but I've heard different families say this is another subject, but heart attacks run in my family, and it's like, okay, but if your parents and your grandparents all smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol all the time, that's a heavy contributor. So it's like, okay, let's eliminate those things and then see if heart attacks happen. Just to give you guys an example. So I would say that it's really important to make sure that you're doing all that you're doing before you go to that assumption that something is genetic, all right? So now we're going to go into foods that prevent balding. This is a huge knowledge trove. One of the top foods is going to be spinach. Spinach has iron, folate, and magnesium. These are all 3 key elements for building healthy hair follicles and restoring hair growth. Number 2, oysters and mussels. These both contain iron and zinc. So these are another building blocks for building healthy hair follicles, and zinc really helps to give your hair that lush look and also that thickness. So these are really key elements as well. We also have walnuts on this list, which have vitamin E, which actually helps to contribute to healthy skin growth, a healthy scalp, and then also healthy cell membranes for contributing to steady hair growth. We also have salmon on this list as well, coming in at number 4. Salmon is really powerful for hair growth and restoring baldness due to the fact that it has omega-3s and also a lot of protein. Number 5 that we have is going to be beans and lentils. So beans and lentils have biotin, which is another powerful building block for building healthy hair, restoring hair growth. You'll see that a lot of people start taking biotin, say if someone is missing eyebrows. The biotin will actually restore their eyebrow growth, or people that want longer eyelashes, the same thing. So biotin is really powerful, and beans and lentils also include zinc and protein. The next food that we have on our list is avocado. Avocado has the necessary healthy fats, which are essential for hair growth, as well as citrus fruits, which have vitamin C. Vitamin C increases iron absorption. So this is going to really make sure that a lot of those other foods that you're consuming with iron have a more powerful effect. If you're consuming citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, limes, bell peppers, all those delicious foods. And then we have some more foods. We have beef, which is rich in iron and B vitamins. A lot of the time, a lot of things that people don't know about beef, and this is something that I learned recently, is that beef actually has a lot of powerful B vitamins, which are building blocks for different functions in our body, and one of those functions being hair growth. All right, so beef is serious. And there are different alternatives if you can't get beef, but one thing I would say is that typically people have to supplement with B vitamins if you're not eating beef, because beef has a special kind of B vitamin subset that are not readily available in other fruits and vegetables. All right. We also have berries on this list, which have selenium, iodine, and these are also essential elements for hair growth. And one thing I would say too, before we go into different things that you can apply topically, I want to say that lots of water for hydration is extremely key, because this is going to deliver the nutrients to your scalp and to the different areas of your body to make sure that hair is growing as it should. Water also flushes out your system of toxins, and whenever you do that, it's going to be functioning at its optimal capacity. And then also getting sleep. You know, sleep is the time where your body is restoring itself. If you cannot get adequate sleep and rest, your body is not going to be able to restore itself in the way that it should be. All right. So getting at least 7+ hours of sleep every night is key to make sure that your hair is healthy, striving, and growing each and every day. One thing that I also want to mention too is that you want to make sure that you're utilizing natural products, meaning natural shampoos, natural conditioners, you know, all those things, natural moisturizers, because the natural, the better. You don't want to use things that have a lot of chemicals in them, because those can actually strip your hair of its healthy oils. And chemicals can also break down the cellular membrane of your scalp over time and also contribute to hair loss. All right. So you really want to make sure that you're utilizing natural stuff. The more natural, the better it is on your body. You know, I think about food in that way. A lot of us don't realize it's like, okay, the stuff that we're putting on our body in terms of it being natural is equivalent to food. So we want to make sure that we're putting the best, because that stuff ultimately is consumed by our body via our bloodstream. We're putting it on our skin or our scalp. All right. So now we're going to go over some natural remedies that we can utilize to apply topically to our scalp to help baldness, to stimulate hair growth, and prevent hair loss. The first one is olive oil. Whew. It's a powerful one. Olive oil has vitamin E, antioxidants, and also nourishes the roots and revitalizes the scalp and hair follicles. One of the things that I think about is a lot of the old Italian grandmas who have been massaging olive oil into their hair for generations. And if you think about that thick, dark hair that's healthy from all those different elements with the olive oil, it's really powerful. So if you get a little bit like a dime size or a bit between your hands, if you do this in the evening, it's a good time before you go to bed. Let it absorb into your scalp before you lay down. But trust and believe me, you will see results. So this is a really old school, powerful remedy. Another one is rosemary oil. This one is becoming a lot more common today, has become a lot more common. Rosemary oil improves blood circulation, thus stimulating hair growth, and also it is an antifungal, meaning if there's any kind of irritation, itching that is related to anything of that order on your scalp, it's going to soothe it and make sure that your scalp is getting all the nutrients that it needs. Because of that blood circulation improvement, that rosemary oil is going to really be stimulating rapid hair growth. There are any areas where hair is not growing, it's going to stimulate new follicles to sprout in those areas. And you want to make sure that you're once again doing that dime size, massaging it in your hair, particularly in the evening, every single day. Having that routine and keeping that discipline is going to be really impactful for keeping that hair growth. The last one is one that I do myself is avocado oil. So avocado oil also stimulates blood flow to the scalp, and it also unclogs hair follicles and fights hair loss. Avocado oil is extremely powerful, especially applying it topically because it does have those healthy fats in the avocado oil, which when you add to your scalp is going to create a very powerful effect. So you guys, these are all the tips and information that you need for stimulating healthy hair growth, preventing balding, preventing hair loss, treating balding, all of those things. All right. If you have any other recommendations, please let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. For any of these products, such as the olive oil, the rosemary oil, or avocado oil, I'll recommend going as natural as possible when purchasing these products. You want to get it in its natural form. Either Amazon or Etsy has great products. If you want me to drop some links, please let me know and I can add them. But you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Peace.